Are you possibly thinking of selling this, or this product with Amazon FBA? Please stop and watch this video because I'm going to share with you the products you should absolutely avoid when starting Amazon FBA so you can save time and money. First of all, why would you want to avoid certain product when selling with Amazon FBA? In case you're not familiar with Amazon FBA or private labeling, it's a business model where you first select a profitable product using a certain criteria, then find a manufacturer to make your branded product, and then finally ship all your product to Amazon to start selling. Since you are putting your hard-earned money into manufacturing and shipping in advance, you want to ensure the success of your product as much as possible. So that's why you absolutely want to avoid selling these types of product when you're starting Amazon FBA. The first type of product you want to avoid is anything with variation, such as clothing. The reason is that you're going to have to invest a lot of money into buying different colors, different sizes in order to compete in the market. Also, each variation will require its own SKU, which is a scannable code that allows vendors to track the movement of inventory. As you can see, with variation, you're going to create a lot more complexity for yourself. It doesn't mean that you should absolutely not have any variation for your product. It's just not recommended for your first product. Obviously, you can add more size or color later when you have more experience with Amazon FBA. The second type of product you should avoid selling for the first time is easily breakable or fragile products. For example, things made of glasses usually tend to have a lot more issue in manufacturing, shipping, and maintenance. Because of that, they usually have a lot higher return rates and more negative reviews. That's why this type of product is not recommended for first-time Amazon sellers. If you decide to take on the risk of selling this type of product, I highly recommend you to take extra measure to protect your product. The next type of product you should avoid selling for the first time is textiles, meaning any product made out of cloth or woven fabric, such as table runner. The reason is that importing textile product usually involves extra manufacturing steps, extra costs, and more complex rules. For example, you may be required to include attaching labels to your product specifying the material content, care instructions, and safety regulations. The extra cost could include higher custom duties, more inspection fees, and more classification requirement. If you absolutely want to sell a textile product, it's possible. You could use a really good freight forwarder or customs broker to assist you with the process. But if you're not ready to take on the extra stress and extra cost, I highly suggest you stay away from this type of product. The next type of product you should avoid selling the first time is gated categories, and that is automotive and grocery products. The simple reason is that you will need permission to sell in these categories. Now you might be thinking, well, can I just get permission? The tricky part is, in order to get permission, you will need invoices from suppliers, meaning that you will have to find a supplier and purchase inventory before even knowing if you are allowed to sell this product or not. Also, there are some subcategories in beauty and personal care and health and household that may require approval. Here is the table showing the categories with little to no restriction to sell, and the ones that are marked are the ones that may require approval or have subcategories that require approval. You can take a screenshot of this to keep it as a reference when selecting your first product. As you can imagine, this can be a very draining and lengthy process. That's why I recommend you to avoid any gated category completely. Once you've been selling on Amazon for a while, it might get easier to get approved and you can consider selling it then. If you want to accelerate your results, I created a comprehensive guide to help you start Amazon FBA step by step. You can click the link in the description to download your guide. The next type of product you should avoid selling for the first time is any product with not enough sales or is simply oversaturated. For example, if you want to sell a handmade product, there simply isn't enough demand for this and it's going to give you a lot of headache trying to sell it. You should also avoid oversaturated products such as yoga mat or resistance bands, because as a first-time seller, it's going to take you a lot more time and a lot of good reviews for you to be able to compete. As you can see, for resistance bands, many sellers already have tens of thousands or even hundreds of thousands of reviews. I know you might think these products are popular, they're easy to sell, but trust me, you want to stay away from these saturated products for your first Amazon launch. Another type of product you should avoid is products that plug into an electrical socket or outlet, such as a kettle or a coffee machine. The problem with these products is that there's a lot higher possibility for liability issues, so consequently, it will require very excellent quality. Plus, Amazon may require specific safety certifications. All these will just make your launching process a lot more complicated. That's why it's not recommended for beginners to choose this type of product. Another type of product that you shouldn't sell with private labeling for the first time is obviously products that you can't private label or products with patent. For example, Amazon Alexa or big brands such as Disney. If you have any doubt, you should always do a patent check on USPTO. The next type of product that's not recommended for Amazon FBA beginners is non-physical product, such as a digital book, music, or video games. But if you're interested in publishing an ebook or paperbacks, you can check out Amazon Kindle Direct Publishing, also known as KDP. At this point in the video, you might be wondering, what are some of the common mistakes people make when first starting Amazon FBA? That's why your next action step is to watch this video, Expensive Amazon FBA Mistakes. Also, don't forget to snag my free comprehensive Amazon FBA guide via the link in description. These are the exact steps I took to successfully launch my Amazon FBA business, and I'm sharing these for free for a limited time. Well, this is the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next week.